Good evening, everyone. My name is Hainisha, and I am a member of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. In addition, we believe that we are the solution to the violence in our community. West Garfield Park Youth Council is sponsored by Fathers Who Care, which is a nonprofit organization located on the west side of Chicago within the West Garfield Park Youth Council. Again, everyone, my name is Hainisha Malone, and I am a member of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. The West Garfield Park Youth Council is comprised of young people from our community whose focus and concern is the young leadership and voice within the community and addressing the issue of violence prevention. We invite people from all over, especially youth, to come in and see what we are all about. Our show will be scheduled every Thursday at 7 p.m. Again, that is every Thursday at 7 p.m. We would like to encourage calls from people watching to leave their questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. Our show can also be watched online at www.cantv.org/live. Again, that website is www.cantv/live. Well, when I know you noticed the young lady inside of me, so instead of me introducing her, I'll let her introduce herself.
Hey everyone, my name is Ebony. I'm the CEO and founder of Women of Self-Love, Inc. We are located 118 North Central, Chicago, Illinois. And what we do, we inspire women into their personal journey of self-love. We do that through workshops. We do it through mentorship, support groups, job training, job placement, and a lot of different things, whatever it takes to inspire that woman and get that woman where they need to be in life.
All right, thank you, Miss Ebony.
You're welcome.
Again, my name is Hainisha Malone, and I am a member of the West Garfield Park Youth Council. You are watching a live interactive call-in television program brought to you on CanTV. During the next 25 minutes, we are going to discuss what is women empowering young women. I invite our viewers watching to call in with your questions and comments at 312-738-1060. Again, that number is 312-738-1060. Our phone lines are open. So today's open question is, who are you and what is the purpose of mature women empowering young women, and what made you so compassionate and empowering the young people and the community?
Okay, well, I'm Ebony Russell again, guys. Ebony Russell Lee, rather. Who am I?
Yeah, what is your purpose?
My purpose is to inspire, as we went over just a minute ago, is to inspire women into their personal journey of self-love. You know, women nowadays, they either were not taught self-love or they've lost it.
Right.
You know, with so much going on in life, you kind of lose yourself. Because a lot of times we were taught or told that the kids come first.
Right.
Your husband come first.
Right.
You know, everyone come first except yourself. Well, you know what? It's time for us as women to understand that putting yourself first, whoever your spiritual believer is, with me, I would say it's God, and then it's me. I put me next. So that's what I'm out here trying to promote, with love, of course.
Right.
You know, because love is the only way.
Right. Thank you.
Yes.
So why are you so compassionate and empowering young women?
Because I was once a young woman, a young girl, and now I'm a full woman. Being out here on my own since 16 years old. You know, I just know in my heart that the only way to build our communities back up, you know, from all of us, from losing our children out here in these streets, and just losing our young girls, from human trafficking to everything, is that we as women need to strengthen ourselves and strengthen our households back up so we can build that village the way it used to be.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So what is woman of self-love?
Women of self-love is basically, we here as one, to love. First off, we love.
Right.
And we do everything, it's more of a spiritual ministry, where we are showing the woman each and every day how to walk in that journey. It's kind of like when people exercise. It's an everyday walk for them, every day, but they're passionate about it because they want those results. Well, that's the same thing with women of self-love. We want those results to better ourselves and our families and our communities. Exactly. So that's what we are doing. We are fighting hard for the woman so they can understand how valuable they are and how powerful they are, and not put yourself last for anyone.
Okay, right. Okay, so why is it important in our community to have mature women empowering young women?
Because we know what it's like. You know, being from the communities, you know you know what it takes to survive and to live and to pass along the knowledge so that they can be successful and be winners in whatever they do. If you're from the community, me being from the community, that means that I've walked these streets. I've attended the schools and I've done all that. But what we had back then, we had the older women. They probably didn't too much love themselves, because they was busy focusing on us. But they had the tools back then to tell us what needs to be done. They gave us wisdom. We didn't have phones and everything back then. They gave us the wisdom. And I think that we've lost sight of that, our generation of mothers.
Right.
We've lost ourselves. We've lost everything. And now our kids are slowly losing their self.
So who was your biggest inspiration when you were younger?
Oh, my mother.
Your mother?
Yeah, my mother was my biggest one. She gave me, even from her, she's been on her own since 17, but the wisdom that she learned, it came right to me. She gave me key points about life.
Right.
And what to expect from it and how to get the best out of it. One of the key things she always told me was to smile.
Right.
No matter what, just smile and love.
Yes, all mothers.
So, yes.
So, how can we as mature women teach our young women to respect themselves and their bodies?
First off, they need to watch what you're doing. I have 2 daughters. They watch me. However we promote to our daughters and our sons, they see what we're doing, and they're going to mimic you from the time they come out of you all the way up. You are their number one influencer, so you need to make sure you are doing things the right way so that they can.
That you want them to see.
That you want to see, exactly.
Right. So, what is the mission that you're going for with Women of Self-Love?
The mission is to just get out here and just, each woman, I'm going to break it down. We want each woman to be their best. I want to see the women in these communities, get out here, get great jobs, or become entrepreneurs. Help your children to get off on the right start. Either that's college. If some don't want to do college, get a trade. But you want to be their number one fan because you've already instilled that self-love in yourself. So whatever it may take, some may realize that they need counseling, they need therapy or something. Women of Self-Love offers that for them. Whatever they need to get them back built up so they can take care of the families. That's our mission. That's our goal.
So how long have you been doing this?
We've been doing this since September of 2017.
So about 3 years now?
No, a little bit over 2 years, actually. That we've actually been in the works. Actually out here and doing a lot with different events. And I think since the beginning of last year, it's going to be a year coming up that we've been actually back on the west side itself, doing a lot of work, from prom dress drives to we've done human trafficking events. We do whatever we feel is needed in whatever community to build it back up.
Right. So have you ever inspired lives and they came back and told you how big of an impact you were to them?
Yes. Younger women, yes. Older women, they tend to not come back to you. But you know what? In that case, you have to just know that God, you've done everything in your heart. Right. And God has told you, good job. Yeah, so, I would say I have. I've empowered many. Actually, I have a couple. So I'll take that back that have come to me, and said the great things that I have done. And Women of Self-Love as a whole. Because it's not just me, it's no I in team. That we all have come together and helped the woman. So they've come back.
Helped everybody together.
Exactly.
So what is love?
Love, to me, I always tell people, you could define it any kind of way you want to put what love is, but love to me is no judgment.
Right.
You have to love, you don't judge yourself and no one else. You have to love unconditionally. So it's no judgment unconditionally. We are human. We are not perfect, but we are perfectly made for ourselves. So love, for me, I'm going to say my definition is no judgment.
Right. Don't judge yourself for
anyone else, because a person's perception of you has nothing to do with you.
Exactly. Just focus on yourself.
Exactly.
So what are Women of Self-Love currently working on in the community as of right now?
Right now we're getting them used to the self-love workshops. We've been doing that. But come January, we will start our job training, whereas women would be able to come in. We will show them how to go out on interviews, and not only that, once they've grasped that, they give us a call and say, "Hey, we have an interview on this day. Well, do you need a suit? Do you need shoes?" We're going to make sure that we prepare them for everything so they can win.
Right.
Because if one woman win, we all win.
All win.
So that's one thing that we're going to be doing. We're going to have the we're going to continue with the workshops, the 101 consultations. So you may have a woman who want to come by herself or with her family. They're going to come in, we will sit with them and see what is it that they need. And if we cannot provide it, we have all of our collaborative partners who will be able to provide what they need. You know, if they need, and what we will be able to help them with is transportation and everything else. And women support groups, women who has lost a loved one or has lost a child due to senseless violence. We are here for them to support them through that.
Right.
So up and coming in the future, we hope to be start our literacy program. So many different things we're going to be doing for the women and their families.
What will be in the different workshops?
The different workshops, we sit back and we just, actually, it's, I would say it's school, but it's a fun school. It's a fun class when you're with self-love. Because at the end of the day, we're going to have you focusing on you.
Right.
You know, that's for our self-love workshops. When it comes to the support groups, whatever support group that is, we're going to focus on that, what it would take to get that woman back strengthened up for her family.
Right. So what resources do Women of Self-Love provide?
When you say refer as like
what do you give them?
Oh, we give them the knowledge, we give them the strength and the power.
Right.
To get back out here. It don't have to be physical because we are working on the mental.
Right.
You know, we're working on the mental to get them strengthened. You know, everybody want to focus on what they see at hand. Well, you know what? Mental, no one can see if you're mentally disturbed. If something is going on with you. So that's what we're tapping into that. Now, there may come some physical things like handbooks, spiritual things, stuff like that. As it comes, we will provide it to them. So, like I said, we're still learning a lot of it. And I think by the time I come on the next interview, you'll actually see, because I'll have some people with me who will be able to testify to what Women of Self-Love has done for them.
So for people who are watching, how could they contact you?
They can contact me, our telephone number. First, our website, if you want to just go take a look at Women of Self-Love, it's womenofselfloveinc.org. My email address is womenofselflove@woslinc.org. You can also give us a call anytime at 708-733-5510 or 708-510-4736.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what was the best advice given to you to like where you wanted to actually do this? Like what was like the key advice that you ever got?
The key advice that I ever gotten, it wasn't that it was so much advice that was given to me. This came totally spiritual.
Right.
You know, but I was told through this process I must stay true to myself and stay true to my vision and stay on my own path in my own lane at all times. I think that right there was the best advice I was given.
To stay in your lane?
To stay in my lane at all times. And don't let no one change you or put you in another lane. Stay in yours.
So were there ever times when you were younger where like it was things that you didn't want to tell your mom, so you felt comfortable telling other people?
You know what? Yeah, it was a lot of things I didn't want to tell her. Yeah, I wasn't like the little sweetest little girl in the world. You know, I always smiled though. But yeah, but the difference was I really had no one else to go talk to.
Right.
You know, she was the person. Yes, she was the person. You know, I tend to watch her do a lot of what I am doing. That's where I get this from. But she was no one I was just going to talk to. I was kind of scared because back then you got whoopings. But yes.
Well, you get whoopings now too.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
You say now, but yeah. And it's something that, hey, spare the rod, spoil the child. However that saying go. But yes.
So, when you do your work, do you compare yourself to anybody, or do you y'all just stay? Like do y'all like work with other organizations when y'all do it, or are y'all like on your own?
Oh yeah, we have collaborative partners that we work with. since I've started the workshops, we are now on our 5th workshop. No one has really come to me to want to collaborate on that, but I do have men, by the way. I have Rev Jones itself with Father Who Cares. We're coming up with a project. We were going to try to do it this month, but we know that it's going to take a little bit more time, so we'll get more information about that. So I do have him who's come along, and we're going to do some projects on self-love for men and women in the future. But far as other women organizations, if it's not like us actually going out into the community giving and doing, I haven't had no one to tackle in with me with this project. No.
Right. So how do you get your women? Like, do they just come on their own, or do you like go around like to like school, high schools and like middle schools and like get them, and they like offer to come, or do they just come on their own, like when they see your flyers or get cards or something?
They come from the flyers. We are in the process of looking to go into schools. That's the next big project. But we also have a Facebook page, Women of Self-Love. We have the business page, and we have a group page, Women of Self-Love, with over 1,600 members. So within that page right there, it's only women, and it's a private page because self-love is private. You know, women, we need to be in there together. You know, whereas women can vent out the hurt, the baggage. We have to be there for one another. But that's how they refer people to Women of Self-Love. I get lots of people. And the team, the board members, they put out a lot of flyers. They put the word out. And all the other collaborative partners that I have. So that's how the word get out about Women of Self-Love.
Okay, that's good. So, is there a...
We have a caller?
Okay. So, if... like when people come to you, is it like difficult? Like, do they have like times where like they come in but they just don't want to talk, and you have to like push them to talk and push them to tell you what they're going through?
Yes. I have a discernment, and it seemed like, because this is my purpose from God, I've jumped into it, and in this, He's changed me. He's done a whole 360 on me, but He's given me a stronger discernment than ever. That I can look in your eyes when you come to me, you talk to me over the phone. I can hear your heart. I can feel you that something is wrong, and I have a way at that point. No person is the same, so it's a different way that He may have me come across to that person. That when I'm done. We've built a relationship, but not only have we built a relationship, that person is now officially in their journey of self-love.
Exactly. So when you were, this is off topic, but when you were younger, was there any other things that you wanted to do? Like, were you was the only thing you was focused on like helping people with self-love, or did you have other dreams when you were young?
I wanted to be a court reporter. Yeah, stenography. I actually did go to school for that. I started off in college right after high school with that. But as I was in it, I worked at the U.S. Attorney's Office. I went to Jones Commercial downtown. So back then, when it was your senior year, they actually found you jobs downtown. And I was working in the state U.S. Attorney's Office in the federal buildings. And it was boring. And I knew with my personality, this is the same. I've really never changed. I knew back then that it was important for me to have a voice. So I kind of went away from that. And I did get lost in the midst of all that, but I got into hospitality that allowed me, in the hotel field, that allowed me to speak and get to know people. And then I've been in the dental field.
So you've helped people like in hospitals and dentists?
Yeah, I'm in the dental field, so definitely the past 13 years, 14 years, I've been helping people in the dental field. I've been in hospitality since 19.
Ooh.
Yeah, and right now I still work weekends.
You work
weekends at the hotel.
Right, so you're not just with Women of Self-Love.
Oh, no. I am not with just with Women of Self-Love. I am still in the dental field, Tuesday through Friday. I am still working Women of Self-Love every day.
Right.
And I work the hotel on weekends.
So have you ever been like a time where you were like not on, I know you say you work like with self-love, you work every day?
I stop my times. I have certain hours.
Right.
But pretty much I am here for the woman every day except Sundays.
Okay, so, because you got to go to church.
Yes, I have to go to church, and then I'm at work too, and then I have to provide for I am a wife of 21 years, so I have to be at home with my wife and my children. It's 22, 19, and 16.
Right. So have there ever been a day where you was just like regularly like going to in a store or anything, and people recognized you and actually like needed your help on the spot?
I won't say needed my help on the spot, but they've asked when can they reach me or contact me. I have ran into women and men It was either about women of self-love or something about their teeth and their mouth that they need a dentist.
Right.
But yes, I have.
So if you are just now tuning in, our guest on the show is Ebony Russell, the Executive Director of Women of Self-Love, and we are discussing a topic on women empowering and mentoring young women. So when you were doing Women of Self-Love, were you like all on women, or like did men just like soothe in?
It was all women.
Right.
All women, that was there. Mm-hmm. But I noticed over time that when I would come reaching out for the help, the men were there for me. Women kind of like turned their back, and I understand why. We've been hurt.
Exactly.
We got so much going on that where people are taking advantage of us as women, so it's hard to trust. It's kind of like the name, who can I trust?
Right, because there's nobody else to trust.
Exactly, and it's because we still carrying that baggage on us.
Right.
So men, that's how men kind of came along. God went ahead and he put men in place. Right. We have 3 men on our board right now, Women of Self-Love board, as we speak. You see, one of my biggest mentors is Reverend Walter Jones. He's a man, and he guides me because he's passionate about seeing what I am doing for the woman and for the community.
Exactly. So, has there ever been events that you've been to? Like you've had like have you had like latest events going on with your Women of Self-Love involved in it, and like you've had people to come start working with you too?
Oh yes, volunteering for me. Yes, I would probably say more so of volunteering, but not really working heads on with me.
Right.
Because let me tell you something. This is a wheel that's really not invented. Helping women with self-love.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to even tackle the woman.
Right.
Because we are some strong people and we don't trust.
Right.
So it's something that's very hard and not many. Even right now, I'm always looking for people. I will start my hiring process next month, looking for actually staff to come aboard Women of Self-Love. So they're not coming like that. I'm out here looking. So if you guys are interested in volunteering or coming,
to give them a number or email?
You guys can give us a call at 708-733-5510, and you can also email Women of Self-Love at WOSLINC.org.
All right, thank you. So we would like to thank our viewers for watching and calling in. For additional information about our youth council, please contact us at 773-287-5821. Again, that number is 773-287-5821. And would you like to give your number and email again for those who
Sure, and you guys, you can also find us on Facebook under Women of Self-Love, Inc. You can always join us, and our telephone number again is 708-733-5510 or 773-921-1446. And Women of Self-Love at WSLINC.org.
All right, thank you, and tune in next week, same time, same station.